Ladies and gentlemen, your no is your power. Saying no is often viewed negatively, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal. When you say no, you are taking a stand for what you believe in, for what truly matters to you, and for what is best for your life. It's easy to fall into the trap of saying yes to every request, every invitation, and every demand that comes your way. But in doing so, you might unknowingly be sacrificing your own time, your energy, and your peace of mind. The truth is, your yes can often cost you more than you realize. It can lead to burnout, frustration, and a feeling of being overwhelmed. When you continuously say yes to others, you may find yourself with less and less of what you truly need. Time for yourself, time for your dreams, and time to reflect on your own journey. Saying no is not about rejecting others or being selfish. It's about setting boundaries, understanding your limits, and making intentional decisions that serve your higher purpose. It's about honoring yourself and your needs. You may feel guilty at first when you say no, especially if you're used to saying yes all the time. But the reality is, every time you say yes to something that isn't aligned with your goals or values, you're saying no to something that is. You're saying no to your dreams, to your peace, to your personal growth. The key is learning to recognize the moments when saying yes, taking you away from the things that truly matter in your life. Saying no gives you the freedom to say yes to the right things. It allows you to focus on your passions, on your purpose, and on the people who truly deserve your time and attention. Every time you say no, you are reinforcing the idea that your time and energy are valuable and that you will not waste them on things that do not contribute to your well-being. In this way, no is not a rejection, but a powerful affirmation of your own worth. It's a reminder to yourself that you are worthy of living a life that is aligned with your values, your goals, and your desires. Learning to say no also brings clarity. It forces you to get clear about what matters most to you and where you want to invest your energy. It helps you prioritize the people, projects, and passions that will bring you closer to your dreams. When you learn to say no, you are not only protecting your time, but you are also creating space for the right opportunities to come into your life. Saying yes to everything can often lead to scattered energy and fragmented focus. But when you say no, you are intentionally choosing where to place your focus and how to best direct your efforts toward what will truly make a difference in your life. Protecting your peace is one of the most important things you can do for your mental, emotional well-being. In a world that constantly demands your attention, your time, and your energy, it's essential to recognize that your peace is sacred. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, to be pulled in 1,000 different directions by the needs of others, by responsibilities, and by distractions. But if you are not careful, you can lose sight of the very thing that allows you to function at your base. Learning to say no is a powerful way to protect that peace. It's a conscious decision to prioritize your well-being, to preserve your mental space, and to ensure that your energy is used in ways that nurture your soul. When you say yes to everything and everyone, you are giving away 5 pieces of yourself. You may not even realize it in the moment, but every time you stretch yourself too thin, every time you say yes out of obligation or guilt, you are allowing external forces to dictate your inner state. This can lead to feelings of stress, overwhelm, and even resentment. The truth is, you cannot be everything to everyone. You cannot be in multiple places at once. You cannot meet every expectation that is placed upon you. And that's okay. By learning to say no, you are giving yourself permission to step back, to evaluate what is truly important, and to create the necessary space for peace to thrive in your life. Protecting your peace isn't just about saying no to external demands. It's also about saying no to internal pressures. We often put so much pressure on ourselves to please others, to meet external standards, and to be constantly busy. But this pressure can strip us of our peace just as much as other people's demands. By saying no, you are telling yourself that it's okay to slow down, to rest, and to take care of your emotional and mental health. Saying no to the things that drain you or create unnecessary stress gives you the time and space you need to recharge, reflect, and restore your energy. When you prioritize your peace, you are also better able to serve others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are constantly running on empty, trying to meet the demands of everyone around you, will eventually burn out. But when you learn to say no, you create the emotional and mental space to focus on what truly matters to you. You become more present, more energized, and more equipped to offer your best self to the people and situations that truly deserve your attention. Saying no is not an act of selfishness, it is an act of self-care. It is a way to ensure that you remain whole, grounded, and at peace, so that you can continue to serve and uplift others from a place of strength and clarity. True peace comes from within, and it requires intentional effort to protect it. Saying no is one of the most effective ways to shield your peace from the chaos of the world. It allows you to maintain balance, focus, and a sense of calm, even in the midst of life's demands. It's a practice of self-love, a commitment to protecting your emotional and mental space so that you can live with purpose, clarity, and joy. When you learn to say no, you are setting boundaries that allow you to grow. Boundaries are not limitations, they are protective walls that ensure your energy, time, and focus are used in ways that align with your goals, your values, and your vision for your life. Too often people think that by saying yes to everything, they will gain more opportunities or be seen as helpful and generous. While being helpful is important, it's equally important to recognize when your involvement in something is no longer serving your personal growth or aligning with the bigger picture of your life. Setting boundaries by learning to say no is a key component to personal growth because it creates space for you to focus on what truly matters and what will propel you forward. By saying no to things that are not in line with your goals, you free yourself from distractions. We live in a world full of noise, people's opinions, society's expectations, and constant demands on our time. It's easy to get caught up in these distractions, and before you know it, you've given so much of your time and energy to things that are not contributing to your personal development. Learning to say no allows you to refocus your energy on the areas of your life that are important to you. It helps you step away from the trivial and focus on what will truly move you toward the person you are becoming. When you set clear boundaries by saying no, you not only protect your time, but you also protect your emotional and mental space. By saying yes to things that are not in alignment with your purpose, you might find yourself feeling drained, stressed, or unfulfilled. But when you say no to things that don't serve your growth, you open yourself up to the possibility of new experiences, new relationships, and opportunities that are in harmony with your dreams. These opportunities often require you to be present, focused, and open, and by setting boundaries, you create the right conditions for that. Saying no doesn't mean that you are turning your back on people or opportunities. It means you are choosing what's best for your journey. Sometimes saying no is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for others. You are saying, I value my time, my energy, and my well-being, and in doing so, you become more intentional about where and how you invest yourself. This intentionality is crucial for growth because it allows you to make decisions that align with your true desires rather than simply reacting to what is asked of you. Setting boundaries through saying no also gives you the courage to prioritize your dreams. We all have aspirations, goals, and visions for our lives. But in order to bring those dreams to fruition, you must protect them. If you say yes to every request or demand, you are at risk of losing sight of your own vision. Learning to say no allows you to protect your dreams, to carve out the time and space needed to nurture them, and to work toward them without feeling guilty. Boundaries are not walls that keep people out there, the frameworks. They keep you aligned with your purpose, your vision, and your most authentic self. When you learn to say no and set healthy boundaries, you are giving yourself permission to grow. You are stepping into the life you are meant to live, not a life dictated by the demands of others. Your growth is fueled by your choices, and your choices are powered by your ability to say no to the things that hold you back. Saying no helps you focus on what truly matters in life. In our busy world, distractions are everywhere, pulling our attention in countless directions. From work demands to social commitments to family obligations, it can often feel like there's no time to focus on your true passions, your goals, and the things that align with your purpose. Learning to say no allows you to cut through the noise and prioritize what is truly important. It empowers you to direct your energy, your thoughts, and your actions toward your deepest desires and your greatest aspirations. When you say no to things that don't serve your higher purpose, you are clearing the path for your focus to be spent on what will help you move closer to your goals. One of the greatest benefits of saying no is the clarity it brings. Too often we get caught up in the overwhelm of trying to please everyone or saying yes to things out of obligation, leaving us scattered and unfocused. But when you learn to say no, you create a sense of clarity in your life. It forces you to take a step back and evaluate your priorities. You begin to identify what really matters, whether it's personal growth, relationships, your career, or your physical and mental well-being. By intentionally saying no, you are telling yourself that these areas are deserving of your time and attention, and you're refusing to let anything distract you from them. Saying no also helps you build a sense of purpose. When you are constantly saying yes to things that aren't aligned with your values, you may find yourself feeling disconnected or unfulfilled. It's easy to lose sight of your goals when you're constantly responding to the demands and expectations of others. However, when you learn to say no, you regain control over your time and your life. You can begin to structure your days, weeks, and months in a way that aligns with your purpose. With every no, you are reinforcing your commitment to the life you want to create and to the goals you want to achieve. This purposeful living doesn't just lead to productivity, it leads to fulfillment and a deeper sense of satisfaction because you are living with intention. Saying no also helps you to eliminate distractions and to avoid burnout. It's easy to become overextended when you're trying to do everything and please everyone. But saying no to commitments that don't align with your priorities frees you up to invest your energy in the things that truly matter. Whether it's focusing on your career, nurturing your health, or cultivating meaningful relationships, saying no enables you to give your best to the areas of your life that need your attention the most. It allows you to stay grounded, focused, and present in every moment rather than constantly feeling pulled in different directions. In the long run, saying no leads to greater productivity and greater success. It might seem counterintuitive, but by saying no, you actually give yourself the space to do what you do best. You can focus more deeply on your work, your passions, and your goals. You can approach each task with full attention and intention, knowing that you have prioritized what truly matters. Your productivity increases when your focus is sharp and your success becomes a natural byproduct of the energy you've invested in what is truly important. Learning to say no is not about rejecting the world, it's about choosing to engage with it in a way that serves your highest good. Self-worth is something that should never be compromised, and learning to say no is one of the most effective ways to affirm and protect your sense of value. Too often we tie our self-worth to our ability to meet the needs and expectations of others. We feel that if we say yes, if we give more of ourselves, we will be seen as valuable, helpful, or loved. However, this mindset can quickly lead to burnout and resentment. The truth is, your value is not determined by how much you give or how many people you please. Your worth is inherent. And learning to say no reinforces this truth. When you say no, you are taking a stand for yourself, for your time, and for what truly matters to you. Every time you say no to something that isn't in alignment with your values, you are asserting your boundaries and reinforcing your sense of self-respect. Saying no is an act of self-care. It's saying, I am worthy of taking care of my own needs, and I am worthy of living a life that reflects my own beliefs and desires. It's recognizing that your time, your energy, and your attention are precious commodities, and you don't need to sacrifice them just to meet the demands of others. The more you practice saying no, the more you begin to realize that you are not defined by how much you do for others, but by who you are at your core. When you learn to say no, you begin to prioritize your own well-being, and this can be a transformative experience. It shifts your perspective on what it means to love and care for yourself. Self-love is not about saying yes to everything, but rather about recognizing your needs and honoring them. When you continually say yes, you may neglect your own emotional or physical health, and in doing so, you diminish your sense of self-worth. But when you say no to things that drain you or don't serve your growth, you are affirming that you are worthy of peace, rest, and joy. Learning to say no also frees you from the toxic belief that you need to prove your worth through overextension. It is easy to get caught in the trap of trying to earn love or validation by constantly saying yes, by constantly doing for others. But this is not true self-worth. True self-worth comes from understanding that you are enough just as you are, and that your value is not dependent on your ability to meet others' needs. When you say no, you stop living in reaction to external pressures and start living according to your own standards. You begin to live from a place of inner strength and clarity, knowing that you are worthy of a life that aligns with your true desires and values. Saying no is an essential part of maintaining a healthy sense of self-worth because it allows you to preserve your energy for the things and people who truly deserve it. It's easy to feel depleted when you're constantly giving to others without regard for your own needs. But when you learn to say no, you are protecting your energy, your health, and your happiness. You are saying to the world, I value myself and I am worthy of living a life that reflects my deepest needs and desires. And in doing so, you create a space where your self-worth can grow and flourish. Saying no is not a rejection of others or an act of selfishness. Instead, it is a powerful affirmation of your ability to choose what's best for your life, your vision, and your future. We often think that by saying yes, we are being kind, helpful, or supportive, but the reality is that saying yes to everything can lead to overcommitment, exhaustion, and a life that feels out of control. Saying no, on the other hand, is a way to preserve your energy, your time, and your focus for what truly matters. It's a way of prioritizing your needs, your dreams, your purpose. When you say no, you're not turning away from people or opportunities. You're simply choosing what aligns with your goals and what is worthy of your attention. The act of saying no is an important form of self-care. It allows you to protect your time and your energy so that you can give your best to the things that matter most. You're saying no to distractions and yes to what will help you grow. Sometimes saying no means saying yes to your own well-being, your health, your peace of mind, and your mental clarity. When you say no to things that are draining or unproductive, you are saying yes to creating space for the things that will uplift you and propel you forward. You are making room for your passions, your dreams, and the things that nurture your soul. At the same time, learning to say no is also a way of protecting your future. We all have visions for our lives, dreams, and goals we hope to achieve. But in order to bring those dreams to life, we have to make intentional choices about where we invest our time and energy. Saying yes to everything that comes your way means you risk spreading yourself too thin and losing sight of your long-term objectives. Saying no, however, allows you to focus on the opportunities and relationships that will help you build the future you envision. It's about choosing the right path, not just the easiest one, and it requires discipline, clarity, and a deep understanding of your purpose. There is a common misconception that saying no means missing out on opportunities. In truth, saying no often opens the door to even greater opportunities, those that are better aligned with who you are and where you want to go. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that you need to take every opportunity that comes your way to move forward, but this can lead to a life of constant busyness without true progress. Saying no to things that don't serve your goals makes room for the right opportunities to present themselves. By choosing carefully, you attract the opportunities that will bring you closer to the life you truly desire. In the end, saying no is a profound act of choosing yourself, your vision, and your future. It's a powerful reminder that your time, energy, and focus are valuable and should be spent on things that matter most to you. Saying no is not a rejection of others. It's a celebration of your ability to live intentionally and with purpose. It's a declaration that you are committed to the life you're building and the person you are becoming. Embrace the power of no and watch as it leads you to greater peace, clarity, and success.